time the Hayabusa into Masha matchup, because we know for a fact Hayabusa is an absolute beast when it comes to the 1v1s, but Masha at a certain point in time she's going to absolutely outscale Hayabusa and he won't be able to do as much damage as he would like. It's really about who gets the lead here for that the control over the side lanes.
Well, definitely side lane pressure will be priority for either sides of these teams, and not only that, previous game, it was all about that objective pressure that we see heading in towards phase 1, where pre-level 4, there's already so much going on, especially when they used to have the expert. Now they don't really have the expert, and a lot of all these core tanks being snatched away by Axis Esports. Sure, well, they still have a lot to actually play with, especially with Selena. One good arrow might just be the death of Axis Esports members.
Agreed, and I think both team compositions have some really good plus points. We can see like 10-second gaming. They're trying to keep control over the early stages of the game. They have a lot of kill pressure with the Selena and the Grok. They're going to be able to go for these bigger invades. Level 1 is going to be pretty interesting, but I think we have to remember that Axis Esports, if they get a lead, so what? You steal our buff away, but if we get that lead and Franco gets one good iron hook, the oppression will begin. You're not going to be safe under your turret. You're not going to be safe walking to take in your buffs. You won't even be safe sitting in the river.
I certainly agree with that, because Franco poses such a huge threat from the early game to the late game, and if they do connect those hooks, then, well, there's only two ways to respond. Either you let go of that member, or you commit to that fight,
or you just sit there and just let it happen. It's not exactly an option. You
let natural process take me.
Yeah, just take me away and make this end quick. But yeah, with the bloody hunt, it just feels like that you're locked down for so long. You pick one guy, you tell him you don't get to play the game this time. But we're just gonna have to wait and see how both of these teams kind of want to play this out, because that first 3 minutes is going to be the most crucial minutes for both of them.
Well, let's see how they're gonna fare in that first 2 minutes, or perhaps because Axis Esports now being on the back foot here, they might play a little bit safe, but then again, the competitors say otherwise as well. Now, we're ready to get ourselves into the game, but before that, these are your players once more, as we will be heading in towards the battlegrounds really soon. So, you've already seen the draft. Yep. Who do you favor more?
I don't know, man. I think it's so dependent on that level 1 start. Where are they gonna go? How are they gonna invade? Where are they gonna attack on the map? That it matters so much, because it determines just the core and the shape of the game. Mid game is basically decided by who wins it early. Late game is who can survive long enough and to not get caught by either the Abyssal Arrow or the Iron Hook. But it's time to go into game. Let's get straight into the action of Game 2 between Axis Esports versus 10-second gaming.
Malaysian fans are roaring out, hoping for the game 3 to come up. And fun fact, if you guys missed out some of all these games for today, a lot of all these games have ended up in a 2-0 victory. Well, some may say landslide, and I would say it's just really hard games for both of these teams, as some of them has already bid goodbye, and that's definitely something that we don't really look forward to. Oh, Tamibo!
I mean, that was a good iron hook, but he didn't get the buff, unfortunately. I think that was the idea. He probably should have just yanked the buff just to, slow down the process, deny the level 2, and then go in for the kill. But good delay overall for the side of Scott.
Unpleasant surprise from across, and imagine that will be a pretty much trollish Tamibo, second time in a row. It says, nope, I'm going to snatch this one. No hooks for you.
That was about to be 300 IQ, I'm not going to lie. Tataka going to get some damage onto that Bruno, but Axis is already gone with the early rotations. They're going to lock him down. Tamibo's in trouble. He's not going to get away from Scott.
Well, some may say third time's the charm. The third hook lands and delivered Axis Esports their first blood.
That's so good. Now look, he's going to have to keep control of this. They want to punish the Hayabusa. This is some bad timing, but looking at it, looks like Hayabusa is going to make it out. I don't know. He goes down.
Well, some say you don't have to look at cool guys as they execute some of all these tricks up their sleeves, but now 2-0 Axis Esports, the aggressors here of Buyan, trying to actually land a good Divine Judgment if he ever reaches level 4. But, hell, he's just scaring them because he's still level 2.
Surprisingly enough, despite all the aggression coming in from Axis Esports, 10-second gaming is able to zone away the Masha and take first turret.
Well, that's definitely something that I was not expecting heading in towards less than 2 minutes of the game. Well, great trade-off in that sort of sense. I would basically do the same if I do have some great team chemistry like 10 seconds game plus, but EVOS getting caught in between. Great charge coming in from Suray, but the health of these members of 10 seconds game plus are dropping down, but yet again, they secure one kill in the back.
Oh, that's really frustrating, especially if you're in Scott, because he was trying to look for an angle to get for a good goal for a really good iron hook. However, the gargoyle is just like, nope, 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 I'm aggro and I'm going to walk right in front of your face. And he didn't get a clear, clean shot onto the enemy team for that iron hook.
Wow, I just feel like it's pretty much unfortunate. This esports going on a little bit of a reset. Let's have a look at our instant replay brought to you by Mobile.
Just look at Scott. He's just like, I can't get an angle. This stupid gargoyle is in my face. But yeah, the revitalize, it was looking good for a moment, and then they realized, oh no, they have too much damage. Our cooldown, we're right off of cooldowns. We don't have a lot of time, and Tomebo got all the damage he needed to get.
Now, 10 seconds gaming plus, setting up a little bit of camp for the turtle push. If any one of these members from Axis Esports go for a little bit of a peek, and in that sort of sense, it's going to be EVOS just passing through, giving him a little bit of a free pass, and now they might just go for it and engage!
Yeah, they're going through. Glorious Pathway already down. Axis EVOS is in a lot of trouble. That Ring of Punishment isn't going to be enough as they walk away. Rest of the team, oh, Abyssal Arrow lands. Look, has to purify. He's gone out of there. They are chucked down to 1 HP. Rin, he does so much work, but Look has to get out of there, but he can't. He has one slide tackle to make it work. He tries to go through.
What?
He's stuck with a Guardian's Barrier. They go down. It's a 3-for-1 trade.
Stuck in the rock and hard place. Now, 10 seconds gaming plus, heading down to the bottom side, crashing it out, and this will be yet another turn for the Japanese side. The Malaysians slowly losing that pressure. One more instant replay to catch what just happened, because EVOS, he was on the safety net, but Suray as well as Papa, look at how they just dove right in to secure that double kill for the carry. And Tomebo could easily just slowly chunk them down, especially with Papa taking down the wave and eventually close things out against Bloom. Back in the game we go.
Yeah, it's super unfortunate because that was a strong 50-50 that Rin might have been able to clutch it out. But again, just the movement of Gloom is so slow. He takes such a long time to move from one place to another without that Ice Queen's Wand. And the moment he gets the Ice Queen's Wand, it's a completely different story, but he didn't have it at the time. He black shoes backwards into the team and ends up dying. It's like, no, that has got to suck.
Yeah, that definitely will be a little bit tilting. Oh, Buyan buying that Shadow Mass as well, so that's going to be a little bit of that surprise factor. But over the top side, we missed out on a little bit of that kill. Of course, we still saw Tataka was defending the tower with his own dear life. A bit of rotation towards the mid lane as they tried to crash this in. And one more tower for the side of 10 seconds gaming plus. Well, there's going to be a little trade up over the top, of course.
Remember what I said? It's all about the early game. And so far, it looked like Axis was doing a good job until they lost 3 members. And now 10 second gaming is just going to take and keep control over the river line. Like, if you see Axis walk into the river line, they are very cautious. They have to play a safe game. And they're not willing to walk up. They don't have their tier 1s to give them that vision across the map.
And it's so great to actually see how they protect the carries as well, coming from 10 seconds gaming plus. 302 for the carry, already finishing it off with that endless battle, slowly going in for maybe a Demon Hunter sword or even a golden staff in that sort of sense much later on. And well, Axis Esports now playing a little bit safer, and EVOS spots out Suray.
I think they just don't have a choice. They're 5k down, and now Suray has got a good catch onto EVOS. This is what they want to do. Walk into our jungle. I dare you. I double dare you.
Oh, speaking of dare.
No,
oh, there we go. There we go.
Take it. Rin's in trouble. He goes down. The rest of the team goes down. Tomebo is right on top of him. As Lassin pulls on backwards. Obuya low on health, but still isn't afraid to walk up.
That perfect abyssal arrow coming out of Tanpa lands that shot, and when we talk about it way early on in the draft, instant death delivered.
Oh my goodness, I definitely thought, for sure, I was thinking Selena Tomebo was going to jump onto Rin, killing him, but then he wouldn't have options of getting back out. So he played that fight so slow and was so patient. They knew they secured the kill onto Rin. They was just thinking of how to do it more efficiently.
Well, efficiency is the name of the game, and we're looking at Scott here getting pulled back. Instead, he's got the reversal with the Divine Judgment. Here comes EVOS with the righteous pathway, but he's not! He's stuck by What a wall! He doesn't need the Grok to even block him on his tracks.
Yeah, and the rest of 10 Second Gaming, they've developed a 7K goal lead here, and that's so huge for them because now they have no options to really come back into this game, and Axis is just waiting for a mistake by 10 Seconds Gaming. Let's look at a replay one more time. Like, Scott, this in theory, this was a good idea until he realized, oh no, this is Kaja. He gets locked instantaneously by the Divine Judgment, gets yanked backwards. There's nothing he can do there.
Yeah, and at this point, I'm not too sure if those iron hooks is going to be any greater than that here, but over on top side there, we see OG Shadow Kill finishing one more off. Whoa, God, like Tomibo. Whoa, I'm not too sure. There's so much of all these sort of pressure coming from each of these members of 10 Seconds Gaming Plus that Axis Esports could not even decide who to take down first.
Yeah, it's tough because, again, their core members are super strong, and Carrie is never going to be in a fight. She's never going to be right up in front, and if Franco can't find a single angle, it's going to be tough. Rin can wave clear, but again, it's risky. It's starting to get super risky because Obuya is starting to disrespect them. He's willing to walk up to their faces. He's willing to threaten them with that Divine Judgment insta-kill.
And I love how they are actually playing so safely. Although they do have a huge lead, they never drop a single death. They're already buying immortality at 8-minute mark. And now, here we go. A little dive coming in from the side of 10 Seconds Game Plus.
Oh my goodness, Grok just chucked everybody out. There's nothing he can do. They're going to try and break that inhibitor. Obuya throw. And once again, just waiting to dodge on to that Divine Judgment, but nobody goes down. They break the inhibitor. They're saying objectives first, fighting later. Axis slowly getting choked out of this game. 9K in favor of 10 Second Gaming.
Well, I'm not too sure if there's any sort of miraculous run left for Axis Esports 10 Seconds Gaming Plus. It seems like they just don't make mistakes. They are so clinical in every single approach that they're taking, and now even Axis knows they cannot afford to get anywhere close to this lore. They have to give it away to 10 Seconds Gaming Plus.
Yeah, and Lawson is their only win condition at this point. Like, he has to somehow get pressure, but now that the inhibitors are gone, even that seems to be very unlikely for the side of Axis Esports. It's just a ticking time bomb, and 10 Seconds Gaming will choke Axis out.
Athena shield being brought out by EVOS, but I'm not too sure if that will make that high loss tanky enough in that sort of sense. Now, Lord marching out of the mid lane here. They're going to solely escort those little bit of those minions heading from the top side in towards the base as well as the bottom lane. Well, look at how they're all split up. 1-3-1 formation. Well, could I say 1-4-1 because the Lord's joining in too.
Yeah, and they're doing a good job. And now, oh, Masha's in a dangerous position. You can already see the moment she walks back out, the team starts moving on. They have the Shadow Max to kind of protect the rotation.
Whoa!
That's a huge catch. The suppression, the Bloody Hunt goes down. Immortality goes through. Scott goes down. They're just too far ahead. Tomato is still alive as they start knocking on to Death Star. Evil X dropping down the glorious pathway. And now, Lord is hitting down the crystal. They traded 1 for 2. They need to defend this. This is a good opportunity.
They go in!
They go in. Tataka instantly pops them up. And now we have a winner.
Oh boy, and lands the finishing blow. And now we're looking at 10 Seconds Gaming Plus heading in to lower bracket semifinals here with a 2-0 sweep. And they're continuing the tradition in day 1 where all these teams that emerge victorious takes 2 straight games.
Woo! 10 Seconds Gaming, 2-0 all the way through. These guys are absolute monsters.
Every single second, this game was heart-throbbing for every one of the spectators to watch. And it is definitely a heartbreaking sight for some of all these Malaysian fans.
Agreed.